It is a total shit show. The SEC right now is suing both Binance US and Coinbase. The lawsuits also include more than a dozen crypto coins that, according to the SEC, are securities, including top coins like Solana and Cardano. So let's dive into these stories and also discuss how the market reacted and what's actually some good news. Make sure to stick around because there is good news to be talking about in this video as well. First, Binance's US-based company, Binance US, has been hit with a lawsuit by the SEC alleging everything from running an unregistered securities exchange to commingling user funds with company funds, as well as failing to adequately surveil their users. The SEC, in their filing against Binance, has also listed about a dozen different coins that they consider to be securities. Now, these include major coins. Obviously, the BNB coin, BUSD, the Binance stablecoin, again, claiming that a stablecoin somehow is a security. I don't even understand it. They have Solana, Cardano, Polygon, Filecoin, Cosmos's Atom token, Sandbox, Decentraland, Algorand, Axie Infinity, and Coty, all listed as securities. The SEC, as usual, is protecting absolutely no one in their actions except the banks and the government, obviously, the existing big power players. Now, the commingling of funds accusation is very serious. If it proves to be true, bad news for Binance. But so much of this entire suit by the SEC feels like a witch hunt. Also, to be clear, this is Binance US, which before the lawsuit was doing just $250 million a day in volume. Right now, they're also seeking an order to freeze the funds in Binance US. Binance International, though, completely unaffected by all this. That, of course, is the exchange that essentially makes the crypto market with $13 billion in daily volume. Also to consider is that the newest suit by the SEC is a civil suit, not a criminal suit. Likely it will involve Binance US being closed down, Binance having to pay a big old fat chunky fine to the SEC and saying, we're very sorry, oops, we won't do it again. Then 24 hours later, the SEC filed a suit against Coinbase. Again, I know, again, this time alleging Coinbase is operating an unregistered securities exchange. The key complaints here are that Coinbase is an unregistered securities exchange, that they have failed to protect investors, and that staking cryptocurrencies qualifies as an investment contract and is thus a security under the purview of the SEC. Now, this case, unlike Binance, does not involve any allegations around potentially bad stuff like commingling of customer money with corporate money, but this lawsuit is still dumb beyond belief. The SEC has flat out refused to tell Coinbase what coins could actually be considered to be securities. They have refused to tell Coinbase how they can register. They have refused to tell Coinbase what the rules are, and they have even approved Coinbase to become a publicly listed company, although they now say that they are running an illegal operation. What? This is insanity. The whole thing is gross. The SEC is it's a bad actor in the space. By the way, list of coins in the suit that the SEC claims are now securities are as follows: Solana, Cardano, Polygon, Filecoin, Sandbox, Axie Infinity, Chiliz, Flow, ICP, Near, Voyager Dash, and Nexo. And you know what is funny here? The SEC cannot even be consistent across lawsuits that they released within 24 hours of each other because different coins are listed in the two different lawsuits. So, for example, the Near cryptocurrency, it is only a security if it's listed on Coinbase, but Near listed on Binance US, totally not a security. All cool there, right? It's ridiculous. Silver lining in all this, though, is that there is really not much more the SEC can throw at us. I mean, who have they left to sue? Not really anybody. They've sued almost everybody at this point. And of course, who's left to sell their crypto assets based on this FUD? This is literally the second Coinbase lawsuit and the second Binance lawsuit. Remember, the CFTC is also going after Binance US. The market is getting terrible news and terrible news and terrible news, and it just doesn't really have the same impact the 10th time that it happens. It just kind of feels like, yeah, the SEC hates crypto. What's new, right? The SEC is bootlicking banking whore, basically just defending the banking status quo. Meanwhile, Hong Kong, UK, Dubai, they're all just there like, gonna get some of that sweet crypto business. Next, before we dive into the rest of the news, I wanted to let you know about my newsletter. It's called Wealth Mastery. See, every single week, my team and I, we work hard to find you the best alpha in the cryptocurrency market and the most up-to-date news in the crypto market. We talk about altcoins, charts, airdrops, DeFi, and much more. We spend about 40 hours a week every week writing and researching so that you can stay up to date with what is happening in the market with just a short 10-minute email read. Pretty awesome, right? Join our over 70,000 weekly readers and sign up for free, yes free, by using the link below. Our members love it. I'm sure you will too, so check it out. Now let's talk about the good news, because there is good news, and it's not all bad out there right now. In fact, the UK licking their lips as they watch the USA commit, was it seppuku, right? Ritual, it's taking yourself out. Anyway, UK parliamentary group just released a new major report on crypto. The key takeaways of that report: that the UK must urgently move to develop a clear regulatory framework for crypto, and that this should be done within the next 12 to 18 months. They see the mistakes the USA is making and they want the business. Everybody wants a piece of the crypto pie, except the USA, and everybody else is very hungry. Also a reminder that the entire EU, they just signed into law regulatory clarity about 2 weeks ago, which is a bit of a mixed bag, but it's clarity nevertheless. Hong Kong just opened up to be the world's crypto hub. This is China, the second biggest economy in the world, going after the crypto market. In other good news, El Salvador has secured $1 billion in commitments to open up a massive solar and wind-powered Bitcoin mine in the country, adding to their renewable Bitcoin mining power. They would have the volcano-powered mine, right? It's crazy. Despite the constant threats from the IMF, the International Mafia Organization, the tiny country of El Salvador continues to be the standard bearer for Bitcoin and push forward Bitcoin as global money. That's awesome. Now let's look at a few charts. The first one is Apple. I know what you're thinking, why we're looking at the Apple chart, Lark, but just stick with me for a second here. You see, Apple just hit a new all-time high yesterday on the back of news about their sweet, but expensive VR headsets. Apple is worth almost 3 times as much as all cryptocurrencies combined. Apple is up more this year than the entire market cap of Bitcoin. That's crazy. And while Bitcoin remains down 60% from its all-time highs, the new highs on Apple, they do prove one thing for sure, that there is a lot of money in the market. Plus, that kind of stings, man. Why? Come on, Bitcoin, man. What's going on here? You know, despite all the FUD around recessions and just everything else, major assets, Apple, Nvidia, they're hitting new highs. Other major tech stocks booming as well. So that money's going to start flowing into other risk-on assets like Bitcoin. Now let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has thus far bounced off the 200-day EMA. That's the blue line on the chart here, although it did fail to reclaim the 50-day EMA, which is the yellow line on the chart. That was at the time of recording. But the bounce from the 200-day EMA, certainly nice to see. Let's see if we can continue that. In fact, the entire sell-off has been pretty lame, to be honest, if we're talking about big market FUD events and all that. Think about all that crazy FUD, all this fear. Yeah, the market only dropped 6% for Bitcoin. Not really a big deal. Also, when the Coinbase news came out, Bitcoin pumped. That's crazy, man. We also reconfirmed, I should say, the bullish MACD cross on the daily for Bitcoin. Obviously, let's watch to see how that plays out. Could still very easily fall under again. Market's feeling a bit jittery at the moment, but it's also worth pointing out too that on-chain data shows a variety of institutions in Wales. Guess what they were doing yesterday when everybody's panicking over this 6% dip? They were buying. They bought up big time, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars spent on buying Bitcoin. I bought as well. Did you buy? And if so, what did you buy? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe now if not already, and I'll see you next time.